Hey guys, welcome back to BTB Tech. I want to talk to you about a camera, a really good camera. This is probably one of the better cameras that I've used in a long time. Very surprised that I like this camera so much, but am I? Let's talk about it. So what we're going to talk about today is not just a camera. Today we're going to be talking about the Vivo X3 Pro. I got this phone from Flossie Carter. I saw that phone, was interested in that phone. I love taking pictures, a lot of pictures. I like taking selfie pictures with my kids and my family. And this phone / camera did not disappoint. So yeah, I'm going to read these specs off. I don't memorize these things like some of the other ones do. And yeah, I could probably edit it out and make it look like I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do all that. Bottom line is this. For the display, it's a 6.78 LTPO display, 120 hertz, 4,500 nits of peak brightness. It's got HDR10 plus Dolby Vision. The processor is a Media Dimensity 9500 chip, which is absolutely phenomenal. You can't tell the difference from MediaTek or Snapdragon. I mean, you really can't. At least for me. 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigs of RAM. For the cameras, you've got a main 50 megapixel, ultra wide 50 megapixel, and a telephoto of 200 megapixels. Man, it's great. It's a great camera system. The front is a 50 megapixel. That's amazing. I absolutely love that. I wish all the cameras that had selfie cameras were 50 megapixels, but you know, it is what it is. So it's a 6,510 milliamp battery. Let me just say this real quick. When I first got this phone from Flossie, he had barely used it. He took it out to do a video of an unboxing, and that was pretty much it. It took me, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of really getting it used. And so I've learned when I get a phone, when I first get it, I charge it all the way up and then I use it till it dies. And I do it for 3 or 4 days. And then the battery will last forever. I swear it does. Like I can use this phone from the moment I get up at 5 a.m. till I go to bed around 11:30 p.m. And I'm at 30% left, sometimes 25%. And I'm a pretty heavy user. I do a lot of content. I watch a lot of content, post a lot of stuff. So it's a phenomenal battery. Yeah, it's not the 7,000 or 7,500 like some of the other phones that are new coming out, but I had no problems with this battery. So please keep that in mind. It will take a few days to get the hang of it, but once you do, it's phenomenal. There's no issues whatsoever. It's got 90-watt wired charging and 40-watt wireless charging. Origin OS 6, perfect. It works great. IP68 and IP69 IP ratings. Can't go wrong with that. The stereo speakers, they're all right. They're okay. It's not the best I've ever heard. It's not the worst I've ever heard. So, you know, they're average in my opinion. This phone is 226 grams in the weight. So, you know, you've got power up and down. You've got your IR blaster, your speakers, your action button on the side that you can program. This thing ain't gonna focus. There it is. That you can program that thing to do quite a bit of things, but not everything that you'd want it to do. Type C charger, and then your speaker grill, microphone on the bottom. I'll run down quickly if you want to know. So this is a camera phone. That's what it is, a camera phone. The battery is great. I have no issues whatsoever with the screen. This case came with the phone, so just to give you a heads up, this is the phone. I got the brown color. That's all that Flossie had at the time. He gave me a great deal on this phone, so I jumped up on it. There are a few things on here that I want to mention that I don't think people mention this much. Now, you can look up tons and tons and tons of videos, review videos, They're going to tell you everything you need to know, and that's all great. But I'm trying to tell you what I use personally. And if you've got questions about this phone, please hit me up in the comments and we'll talk about it. I'll tell you what you want to know. But I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter. So long story short, for me, I found some apps that I can use that give me a pretty cool little backgrounds. The screen's great. The videos are great that I'm watching on for content like TikTok and Facebook and so on and so on. You're not going to have a problem with the screen. You're not going to have a problem with the charging and the battery and all the normal things, right? There's some features that I've heard about but I've never used, which is kind of connecting with iPhones and stuff. I don't even know because I don't use iPhone at all. So I don't know if all that works or not. But I use T-Mobile. This is the global version, by the way. I use T-Mobile. No problems whatsoever. Literally zero. The one thing I do want to mention that I personally feel like is a phenomenal feature that I wish every phone comes out, and I hope it does, and it may be, but the thing that I enjoy the most, because I personally get motion sickness really easily. So if I'm not driving in a car, I'm getting sick. There's just no ends about it. I'm going to get sick. This phone has a motion sickness feature that will throw dots. Let me see if I can get this to come up. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to come up or not, but let's see if I can find it here real quick. This one I think is called Smart Motion. This is actually called Motion Prompts. And what that does, if you can see that without it reflecting on everything, is it puts these little dots on there and it will go with the motion of the vehicle or whatever you're in that moves around a lot. And you can set it to auto. You can set it to auto display, always display, which is on all the time, which that would be a really extreme case. And then you can manually turn it on. So what I've noticed is while I'm doing it, again, I have a very severe case of it. So it helps me a lot, but not completely. I still get kind of nauseous and stuff, and it is what it is. But it's awesome these features are there. I did also see that on my Honor Magic, which was awesome because that's my favorite phone. But anyway, this feature puts them dots on the screen and it goes however the motion is. So if it's side to side, up and down, whatever, it follows it. So your eyes and your brain and whatever causes, the sickness, follows the motion so that your body goes with that and your mind goes with that. So, it's phenomenal. I love it. That's a huge feature. I don't think a lot of people talk about, and I think they should, because there's a lot more people out there like me that do get motion sickness. And I think that's a good feature for them to know if they're looking for a new phone. So anyway, my personal opinion, I think that's an awesome feature. Again, the camera is phenomenal. The camera is phenomenal, and I will put some pictures up in here so that you can kind of get an idea of what the pictures look like. I really enjoyed this phone. Again, it's right up there with that Poco F8 Ultra that I did. It's right up there with my Honor Magic that I did. I really have nothing bad to say about this phone. The only thing I do have one thing that I will mention again, like the Poco, is for me, when I do my notifications, I like to have the system have a notification set up, and then I like to have all of my text messages, that the people that I text on a normal basis, my notifications from my text messages, I like to have each person have their own notification tone so that I know from across the room when it goes off who it is that's texted me. This phone will not do it, just like the Poco. The Xiaomi's will not do it, and this Vivo didn't do it, and the Vivo IQ15 did not do it as well. So that was disappointing. This thing would have got a lot more points if that was the case. And that's a major thing for me personally. So keep that in mind. If you're the same as me and you like having that feature, this is not going to do it. It's not going to do it. So in the end, I really feel like this is a great phone. I highly recommend this phone. But I personally would rate this phone probably a 7.9 out of 10. So that's just my opinion. Again, please, if you got questions, hit me up in the comments section. Let's talk about it. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys in the next one.